Hey guys, you're watching C190. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Nether Castle. What episode is this? This is episode 16. Oh, that's a nice number. I like the number 16. I've changed the stained glass now back to white instead of the flame colors. I think most of you guys were in agreement with me that you preferred the white as well. So, yeah, that's been sorted. Today, I want to work on still the bottom floor. I'd really like to do the bottom floor first and then do the top floor afterwards. And then after that, do the third floor. That will be a small floor. That might just mostly be walkways, I think. But what I was thinking, right, is off the back here, you know, through the center door here, I'm thinking about like a throne room. It's a castle. Every castle should have a throne room, right? So I'm thinking about a throne room back here. I'm thinking a dining room here. And depending on how big the throne room is, we might be able to fit a kitchen at the back here. And then on that side, we'll figure out when we get there. I don't like to think too far ahead. It makes my brain hurt. So, I think step one is we just need to work out exactly the shape of which this room is going to be. So, let's grab some of these and a splash potion here. And I think what I want to do is this part of the wall looks okay. So, I don't mind building straight off here. Let's go straight down there for now. And then this way, just get an idea of how big we want this room to be. That would match up with that wall, but it doesn't match up with those windows. So we're going to have this dining room. I think I want to have it go to there. And then it gives us sort of a wall to be able to go up next to it. So that works out great. Everything on the inside here, this sort of reverse wall from the exterior, is going to have to be changed or hidden slightly to make things look better. And I think step one is the windows. If we can get the windows looking good, it's going to help out the rest of the room. So we know that these all have to go off every single middle part down here. I can tell where they are because of the shadows. That makes it very, very easy. Yeah, I need to delete that too. So they come down. This one, there's quite a few windows along here. And one more. And this one. Oh, I thought I broke too many then. This one. And, oh, not that one. Oh, I have gone too far down on all of them. Whoops. There we go. And the end one here. Now, we shouldn't have to do much with these windows. I think, seeing as though we sort of blend... actually, I think I might go for cobblestone. We just want some different blocks. I keep thinking I'm hitting the wrong one. Oh, I did. Shoot, in the end. So we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll have cobblestone coming up here. I'll also go over the top. We'll put some stairs and stuff on once I look exactly where the roof's going to be. We know the roof's got to be around that point. If we want the ceiling to be a different colour to the floor on the level up, obviously the netherrack, then we're going to have it one block below. So I think that is what we're going to do. Okay, that looks okay. And then we'll drag these up the middle. And this should make the windows look somewhat passable. I'm not going to keep them like this. We're going to obviously add a lot more detail to them. But at least the windows don't quite look as weird as they did before. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So, let's work out where the dining room layout first. And then we'll sort of go into a little bit more detail. Well, you know what I'm thinking right now? This goes right up to one after the cobblestone. So if this done the same thing, it would end up being just in the doorway. So let's have it come down a little bit and then out a couple of blocks. And then I'm going to do another doorway in here, which we could make into the kitchen on this side. And then the throne room could be longer. I think that's what we're going to do. I think otherwise the dining room is going to be way too long. And it also lets us put the dining table in the middle of the windows here. So it's going to look really good. Now, as far as the table goes, there's obviously many, many different designs for tables that you can do in Minecraft. And I said that I wanted to keep away from wood. However, if it's possible to put carpets on top of the piston, I think it's going to be the best plan for us. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually use redstone blocks just because they're a little bit easier to place the pistons on top of. So if I go... Oh, shoot. I already know how much trouble this is going to cause. I forgot there was lava all underneath it. There we go. And then the piston goes on top. Now, can I place a carpet on top? I can. You know, that is going to look so nice. I know I wanted to keep away from the wood, but for a dining table, I think that would be the best. I think what we want to do is probably lay out exactly how big we want this table to be. How many blocks wide is this room? If we do this, we know that that's then the middle point, at least width-wise. And we can tell by the windows here that that's the middle point to left and right. We can put some bookshelves or something in that corner to make it not look quite as bare. So if that's the dead middle point, if we go out to there, that looks like a good number. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I should be able to place... Oh, not on that level. On here. That's the length of the table here. It's a big table for only one person that's going to be here. And seeing as though we've got an odd number here, that means the table is going to have to be 3 blocks wide if you want it in the middle. If you're building this by yourself, you know, on your own world, and you're sort of using this series as inspiration, as I know a lot of you are, then maybe you want to do the table in a slightly different way. But for now, I like this. I'm glad I went with redstone blocks, because I wouldn't be able to place torches in there otherwise. So I'll place pistons all down here. Whoops, not up there. And then for the seats... Seeing as though we've sort of been using netherrack as the floor, or where somewhere to stand on, for the most part, apart from this this bottom floor here. Actually, no, I do like it. Yeah. And then I think I'll probably split these rooms up to have that colour flooring up here. So just the pathway here and stairs will be netherrack. But I'm torn between using netherrack or nether brick stairs as seats, or quartz. Now, we've been using the stairs as things that you can sort of walk over, you know, stairs and stuff like that. But we've used the quartz stuff mainly for details. So I think the netherrack would probably be best. Nether brick. If I call it netherrack, it's not because I don't know what it is, just because I called it by the wrong name. That's all. We'll go down here as well, like this. And I think I can actually get away with, on this world, doing a nice item frame arms on them, and we can even put items in these item frames to add a little bit more detail to the chairs themselves. Maybe even with something quartz. Iron bars could look nice in there. I always like the look of iron bars in item frames. We've used them a lot for grills for cars and stuff like that. But what items could we do to make it look really, really cool on the side? I want something evilish. I want something armchair-ish. Maybe netherrack fences. Yeah. Oh, I really like that. So we'll put these on all of the arms. The reason why I'm using... Oops. The reason why I'm sort of allowing myself to use item frames on this world is because there's nothing else on the world that can mess with these item frames. I've noticed on many worlds, if you have too many item frames, it can cause a ridiculous amount of lag. There's also some limit to it. I don't know what the limit is on Xbox One, but I know on the 360 it was actually ridiculously low. And as soon as you started putting any sort of item frames down, it caused a lot of problems. Now, I'm also thinking of something a little bit different. I'm thinking about getting red wool itself, and then putting the red wool maybe on the middle one for sure. So the middle one is red wool, and then maybe on this one and this one, and then put carpet sieve. Now you can't really tell, well, you can tell there's a dip there a little bit, but what I was thinking was actually putting on, I think I'm going to go with, oh yeah, birch fences. They look like wax. I think they look a little bit like wax. And then we could put, well, the redstone torches or normal torches. I'm thinking normal torches to look like candles. That's the sort of thing that I'm going for here. Like that. You know what? It could look really creepy. But I'm thinking about putting that there and putting a cake on it. Now, that might sound a little bit weird, but imagine if you walk into a giant castle like this, you come round the corner and there's just one cake on the table. To me, that sounds a little bit haunting. I like the sound of that. I would also like a cool design on the floor here as well. Obviously, we're going to go with clay. I want something different to the room outside, but I still want to keep with this sort of colour scheme. So I'm going to go with orange and possibly quartz. Okay, like this. I'm thinking about orange, like a design. And what I want is like a point to it. So like that. And then drag these down. And this way. I don't want to go any wider than the chairs. It's like a, sort of like a rug. I mean, I'm sure if you've built a Minecraft house before, you've put a rug around a table. If you haven't, then you really should, because they can look really, really good. But we're not using carpet. I want to try and keep away from carpet as much as possible. I know I've used it on the table there, but that's just to hide the look of the wood, a boring, otherwise looking table. But I think it looks okay. How did I do this side? Okay, yeah, I got it. There and there, and then 2 out here. And then what we're going to do is put quartz around the side. This should add a real nice look to the room. It'll make the room look fuller than what it actually is. It's like a bit of a tips and tricks episode, isn't it? Sometimes interiors, I especially find interiors very difficult to do, which is why I was a little bit wary of doing the interior to this castle, because I've never done a castle interior before at all on any series. But I do know that if you do the floor, and you make the floor look nice with a pattern or whatever, it'll actually help the whole room fill up a lot quicker, because it'll look fuller than what it actually is. I'm thinking about a white one there, and a white one there. See, that looks cool. That looks like a little rug on the floor, even though it's not actually carpet. It's like how we used to do carpet floors before we actually had carpet in the game. Great. Now we've got the available space on either side. These windows are still way, way, way too bland. I'm thinking about getting some upside down stone brick, I think. I was torn between a couple of blocks. I think I'm actually going to put them actually in between the middle here. Upside down. And then I'm thinking cobblestone walls to go up at these points. I don't know what I'm going to put on the tops and bottoms yet. I'm sort of making this up as we... Well, I am completely. Like every episode, I make it up as I go along. Usually it ends up looking okay, though. You don't have too many complaints. And down here. And I'm thinking, again, I'm actually thinking quartz, but I really want to stay away from it. What other blocks do we have as like a... Oh, we could use like a pillar block. I don't like the tops of those blocks, though. If we use those, we have to cover them up. Okay, if I use these, put those down there. That'll accent the carpet quite nicely. I'm not a huge fan of this top, though. So do we somehow... maybe use a quartz stair at this point? Yeah, that looks really nice. That gives a lot of depth and dimension to it all. Oops. To it all. Ah, shoot, I got rid of the wrong one. There and there. And then that one. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I'm tempted to do the same thing on the top. If we put down... I wanted... which one's the floor again? Is this one the floor block? Yeah, that one's the floor block. So, these rooms are going to split up into this colour. Upstairs. And then what colour do we want for the roof in here? We don't have a roof yet. Oh, yeah, we do. We've got... It's the same colour as the floor. In there, at least. So, I think we're going to go with that in here. So, that's exactly where the floor's going to be. Which means we need to somehow fill this area up. Now, I think we do exactly the same thing with the white as we done at the bottom. In reverse, though. And then maybe have a line of glowstone sort of mirroring the design that we had in that first floor there. So we'll put these along here. Let's get a potion. I got rid of it, but I want one now. There we go. And then we'll get the these ones to go over the edge on this level, isn't it? Is that the right way up? No, that's not. We need it the correct way up for the stairs on here. And then I think I want to go with maybe stone brick. No. Stone brick I would really like, but cobblestone with... Yeah, cobblestone's definitely the best one. We'll have cobblestone along this level. And then how many blocks we got? We got one spot for maybe a ring of glowstone to go in. You know what? I'm actually going to remove that. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to put glowstone where this cobblestone was. Along here. I've got a plan now. It's all coming together. And then I'll take the glowstone away wherever the quartz is. There, 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 there. Oops. And there. We're then going to do the same stair design on this side. I think I'm going to keep with the quartz pillar sort of plan. It makes the roof look a lot taller by having another tip and trick bit. Another trick part of the episode or illusion. If you have a shorter pillar at the bottom and a taller pillar at the top, it'll make a building look, or make a room look like it's got a much higher ceiling than what it actually does. If you have a taller pillar at the bottom and a shorter one at the top, your eye thinks that the building is actually smaller than what it is. So depending on what you're building, you might be able to use those tips here and there to really boost your building look. Okay, I like that. I really like that. That gives a nice bit of lighting to this room. We have got a lot of lighting from the lava outside, but that gives us a nice dark, dingy feel. We need to wrap these walls. How are we doing for time? We're doing okay for time. So I think I'm actually going to do exactly the same wall design here. I know it's flatter than what it is on this side, but we could always have plants and stuff to bring out a little bit of depth. So if we run this down here, we don't want, at least at the moment, I don't want a door that goes through to the throne room. I might end up putting an archway in there. The more I'm talking about it, the more I am thinking about it. It's a really tough decision. If we have a door going through there, we need to make sure we have enough room to walk around. Otherwise, it's going to look a little bit weird. And don't worry about this sort of weird triangle shape that we've got here. I'll probably end up curving the throne room around and then just having a small triangle of void space, which you do get a lot of in a lot of buildings. I mean, even walls in my house in real life have void space between them depending on how thick the wall is. So we'll have this run around here. And then this one goes on top. It looks a little bit flat, a little bit bland, but we will be able to spice it up a little bit. I promise, I promise. Okay, this one goes over here. If we can get this entire room done, or the majority at least of this room done, I can always do the last final parts of it off camera. Now the level above this block here, I don't know yet. We'll have to look exactly how high we are compared to the wall that we've already done. So we've got one block, but we've got these two that don't need to be there, hey? Oh, I actually really like that look then, like with this block sunk back. It's also saving us a little bit of time, but that's not really the most important part. As long as it looks good, I'm always happy. So this comes down here. This does mean that we're going to have to put maybe slabs on the top and bottom of this side, because I've said it many, many times during the interior of this series, I hate seeing the top and the bottom of this block if the side is visible. I really, really only like one side of a special block being visible. Otherwise, it takes the effect of the sort of uniqueness of that block away if you can see it on all sides. Very, very important, in my opinion at least anyway. Okay, so that goes down there. I'll also block that one off. And behind the wall. See, that's looking pretty cool, but as you can see, it does look a little bit blank. We've also got a little bit of room to go before we hit the main top, but I'm thinking we can actually do this same design on that side and just match it up without the cobblestone walls below it. That could look really, really good. Let's try it out. Let me try it out. I'm gonna just put this down really quickly and then I'll be back. Alright, that looks pretty cool. I also just stuck a quick roof up, or ceiling, sorry, on there. But I really like how that matches up on either side. That looks really, really good. So I got this wall to do, but we'll probably make something very similar to that, if not exactly the same, and just wrap it around. Above here, though, I would like something a little bit different. I think what we're going to do is start off, again, we're making this up as we go along. We're going to put slabs down. And then I'm going to put something different, maybe a smooth stone behind it. Just it's an empty wall. We just need something to really sort of hide up the look. So I'll put that up. I'll then nip around the side here, splash myself, put this over here, and then maybe cobblestone up the side there as well. And 1, 2, 3. Maybe some cobblestone stairs, actually. Where are the stairs gone? There they are. One like that, and one like that. And then a full block. Oh, no, one of these maybe in the middle. That one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. It's still a little bit blank, actually. I just need something a little bit interesting along there. What about if we use this chiseled one? Just as a little tiny line there. Still something missing, isn't it? There's still something missing. Cobblestone walls. Where are they? Here. Nope. Nope. I like that. I like that. And then if we put in this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. I like that. That just makes it stand out a little bit. It makes it look like there's actually meant to be something there. It almost looks like trophies on the wall, doesn't it? You know, trophies up the top there. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, this wall is looking okay. There's still a little bit more detail, though, that we can add to it. I've kept away from these slabs deliberately through the entire series because I don't like them. They always look very bland and boring, so I have deliberately stepped away from those. I'm going to put this along here. I might have to do this on the other side as well. Yep. Along there. And then there's a couple of more bits that I want to do. Ooh. I can't do that on the other side. I like that, but I've got cobblestone walls along the other side. Oh, yeah, that looks good. That sort of blocks that in nicely. These windows look okay. They might look better if we put some heads. Where are the heads gone? There they are. A nice white head. Between black head. Oops. Black one. On them all like this. And then what about plant pots on either side with dead bushes in them? That could look pretty cool. I don't know which dead bush it is. Can either of them go in? Yeah, they can. So we'll have these going along here. Dead plants. Yeah, haven't been watered. It's evil. Nobody looks after anything around here apart from the cake, which for some reason hasn't gone off or gone moldy. It's just it's a magic evil cake. Sounds plausible. Okay, I like that. That looks pretty good. This wall, though, does look very bland, and I think I do want to put a door in here. You know, we've got a middle point. Why don't we use it? So we go to the glowstone, and then I think I'm going to take that one, and that one away. We shall have that there, and I need a slab as well, I think. Yeah, definitely want a slab. This door is slightly smaller than this one. This one's a 5-block wide door. This one's a 3-1, which is why they look slightly different. But that looks good. That looks good. So now we go over with... How did I do? I done quartz, didn't I? Which one was it? It was pillar one. Yeah, pillar quartz block for where plants are going to go. I want a plant on either side of this door. So we'll do that first. And we were using jungle leaves, as they look a little bit thinner and they have like little evil looking seeds off them. I'm actually going to go higher than the door. I'm going to go really high with those ones. And then something down here. I'm going to put a slab of cobblestone. One cobblestone slab. I have decided. And I'm going to put it along the top level of the stone brick. Splash me. Along here. This is just going to give us, or not make this wall as flat as what it looks at the moment. I don't need that one there. I don't need that one there because the wall will be there. Yeah, see, that just gives us a little bit of, like a lip, if you like. And it is actually on the top floor, so we could put things on top. I don't know what. Oh, I tell you what. This, I can't put snow on a slab. I can put white carpet. You know, this might just look enough like a thin piece of quartz. What about red? Take this away. If we had a red carpet, because you got to remember that we will never be at this height that we are now. You're never going to see on top of this shelf. So this is primarily for that little tiny slither of red side carpet that we'll see when we're below here. Yeah, see that little slither of red? I like that. That's like neon light almost, isn't it? Like a little neon light part. Yeah, I like that. I'm ignoring this wall because we'll probably do that wall when we do the kitchen anyway. But that looks pretty good. It still looks pretty bland down here. So what we're going to do is come down. I don't want to match them. In fact, that is in the middle of those. Perfect. I'm going to come down with these. And we'll put some sort of museum pieces on. I've got heads on that side. Maybe we haven't got any creepers here. Why isn't there a zombie pigman head? That would be amazing. I've got heads down here. I've got nether wart up there. But I would really like something interesting down here. Maybe use this quartz on either side. Just to make bigger tables. Something a little bit different to the other rooms that we've got. And maybe just carpet on top. Maybe just carpet on top. Maybe black carpet, though, on top of here. Oh, that looks like this should be a modern table design. If you're building a modern house, that looks really nice for that. I think it suits this. Strangely enough, it suits this nether castle as well. But that would look good in a modern house with a white wall and stuff. That'd be marvellous. Okay, so there is the dining room completed. Bookshelves. Of course, they are wooden. But they'll just look amazing. Like this, and one in the corner as well, and one, no, not one there. In fact, I'm going to take that corner one away. Do I want any more plants in here? We might have some plants on this side. Let's do that. One there, one there. Jungle leaves, and we're going to have to end off the episode because I am out of time. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks really cool. We've used a lot of unique blocks in here, a lot of blocks that you wouldn't usually use. You know, you wouldn't use carpets on top of stairs like that. So we've got some brand new sort of designs that hopefully you guys can use yourself. I'm thinking about moving that cake to this end, or should we put another cake on here? We could have two cakes, one on each end. Let's do that quickly, and then we'll end off the episode. If you guys enjoyed it, then hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. It really does help out. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we shall see you in the next episode. That looks so cool. Bye!